Alright, so I saw Osgood Perkins' second movie that he directed this year, Keeper. And before I really get into the nitty gritty, I think that this is a movie that is best seen without knowing anything about it. And so if you're just looking for thoughts and opinions on if you should check it out or not, I'm going to say go check it out because it is a weirdly twisted time that I think you will enjoy. Now that I got that out of the way, if you need more, if you actually want to know more about the movie, feel free to continue now. But leave a like if you're done already and subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, on to the actual review of the movie. So, Keeper is a very interesting film where it feels to be all substance, but no like sustenance, I guess is the way to put it. There is a lot of flavor, but it doesn't fill you up. It is very much empty calories. The story is a story. I bet I could look at the plot synopsis and not really understand what was going on either. There's not a lot going on, but at the same time, there is a lot going on. And it's just a weird story that I don't think was properly cooked. I think it needed a bit more meat on the bone, as it feels very shallow and there isn't much to the material. And because of that, it feels very off and kind of nonsensical at times, while not meaning to be nonsensical, which is the biggest issue with the film. So story, I'm going to give a Hot Pocket score here. Cinematically, though, I think it has great sound design. It has great score. It has great cinematography. It's just very underwhelming due to its very lackluster script. And because of that lackluster script, you're not really attached to the characters or the moments, and it really makes it feel less important than it actually is. So the visuals and all that is great. The makeup is great. Everything on the production side is really good. It's just that the script is missing just a little spark of something to keep audiences engaged and, just be able to follow through the movie. Like, I finished watching the movie. I had a group of people with me, and I asked them, what was that movie about? And none of them could give me an answer, which isn't always a good sign. If one person can give me an answer, then that is better, but, no one could tell me what the fuck we just watched, and that's not good. If one person could, then that's good, because then it could just be, it could be just, very niche, and I bet it is still very niche, but, usually I have a diverse enough group that one person will understand what the fuck was happening, and it didn't happen. So I don't know what else to say here, but I'm going to give a hand grenade score for the cinematics because it was very cinematically engaging. Directing, I think Osgood Perkins does a pretty good job. I think the pacing is a little slow at parts and could have used some work, but overall the storytelling was non-existent because, again, I say, what was the story? It acts like a cautionary tale, but then it also acts like a cabin in the woods type deal, and it just doesn't make up its mind, and it dips its toes into too many pools and never really settles into any of them, thus creating a mishmash everything of a film. So I'm giving a Hot Pocket score for the directing, as I do think it is better than The Monkey. It is still significantly worse than Longlegs. Performances wise, I think that there is a very good performance in Tatiana Maslany, or I hope I didn't butcher that name too badly, but she did really well in this movie, and I do think that the film would have faltered a lot more if it wasn't for her great performance. But, come on, give her some better material to work with. There's, nothing there. And it was very upsetting because I think her performance was really good and it really elevated the material more than it had any right to. But I'm going to give a hand grenade score for Tatiana Maslany, who did phenomenal work in this film. But overall, expectations and experience, the only real reason I suck this movie out so quickly over, let's say, The Running Man is because I had a friend who wanted to see it, and that friend bailed last minute, unfortunately. I know he had something going on, but it was sad. And yeah, the film it was all right, I guess. It's got good vibes, but it doesn't really have anything else going for it. So overall, as I said earlier, I do recommend it, but like you don't have to run to see it. This is a certified Hot Pocket movie. I suggest you maybe check it out, but you probably will keep rechecking it out after you've seen it once. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts and opinions on Keeper. If you've seen it, or now for some reason you wanted to see what I thought about it and got into some basic-ish details about it, and now you're planning on seeing it. And subscribe if you haven't already. And other than that, I'll leave you guys to it. Till next time. Bye.